Today, I want to talk to you about being a more productive writer with three simple methods: doing writing sprints, doing a brain dump before you write, and listening to the right kind of music. If you're new here, my name is Aaron. I'm a self-published author, and on this channel, I talk about the writing process as well as document my journey towards becoming a traditionally published author. The first writer productivity method is to do a writing sprint. The idea is that you get a timer, whether it's a physical one or an app or anything in between, whatever works for you, and you choose a set duration where you're going to focus exclusively on writing and getting as much done as you can. So anywhere between 5 minutes and 30 minutes. I think anything above that or starting to approach the 45-minute mark really becomes more of a regular writing session versus a focused sprint. So get rid of all the distractions. Put your phone in the other room if you need to. Turn off the internet if you must. Tell your family, hey, I'm going to really focus for 15 minutes, for 30 minutes. So please just let me do my thing unless it's an emergency. Get all that out of the way, start the timer, and then dive into work. You can chain these sprints together, like in the Pomodoro method, where you do a sprint and then you take a short rest and then do another sprint. And if you want to keep going, then another short rest and another until you get to a long rest. Personally, I like to do 20-minute sprints followed by 5-minute rest periods because I feel like 20 minutes is short enough that it's easily digestible and approachable. I mean, I've lost 20 minutes just scrolling on my phone, getting sucked into the algorithm before. So it's very much like, okay, I can spend 20 minutes on it, but it's still a long enough chunk of time for me where I feel like I can actually get some things done and make decent progress in that short period of time. Now, if you're chaining these together, I think it's really important that during your rest periods, you get up and you move away from your desk, walk around, move your body, lift a few weights, do some push-ups, jumping jacks, walk around the block, anything like that, instead of just immediately staying put and grabbing your phone and scrolling for a few minutes to see either some memes or like terrible things that are happening in the world or pictures of a puppy, things that are just going to distract you and really pull you out of the focus mode. So instead, just go get the blood pumping, move your body around, and you'll come back to the next writing sprint more energized, more focused still, and ready to get work done and be productive. If you want to make a game out of it, this can be a great way to keep yourself motivated by seeing either how many words you can get in a certain duration of a sprint, see what's the most you can get, or alternatively, you could keep track of how many sprints you could get done in a single day. So then you keep wanting to improve and be better by beating these numbers while still maintaining high quality of your work. The next method to be a more productive writer is to do a brain dump before you begin a writing session, whether it's a short sprint, a series of sprints, or just a longer, more normal session. Essentially, you want to get rid of all the junk and ideas and things that have just been floating around your head, get them out of you, push them onto the paper so they're not going to be popping up like whack-a-mole when you're in the middle of writing a scene. I find this especially useful as someone who is not naturally super organized, type A. I have a lot of mental clutter going around. So taking 5 to 10 minutes just to get these things out of me has really been great. It can be a to-do list. It can be reminders for upcoming events, a wish list, just general daydreaming, anything where it is a distraction that could pop up in your mind, anything that you've been mentally trying to keep track of. Get it out of your system. If you don't have these thoughts bouncing around in your head, then you're going to be able to focus more on what you're actually writing instead of getting distracted by, I need to make a dentist appointment and then getting on your phone to do that and blah, 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 blah. So no, just get it out of the way. It's on paper so you can deal with it later. You no longer have to keep track of it in your mind. Aside from writing, I just find this practice to be really cathartic in and of itself. Carrying around so many thoughts and ideas in your mind can be overwhelming and can lead to exhaustion, and the thing is, you might not even know that you're doing it. I did this the other day and I was absolutely blown away by the amount of mental baggage I was just carrying around. It felt like a weight was lifted off my chest, just a total mental cleanse and like a reset almost. So just a quick example of things that came up on my list was clean out boxes in the garage, move the mirror, move the carpet machine, send my taxes, hang the pull-up bar, car battery, dentist, gas can, buy tickets, figure out lodging. The list goes on and on and on. And just getting those things out of my mind made the writing and honestly just everyday experience so much smoother. Because as I said previously, if it's on your mind, it's a lot to keep track of. But if it's on paper, it's somewhere, then you don't have to keep track of it. And it's doable. You can check it off. You can scratch it off a list. Finally, the third method for increasing productivity as a writer is to use music, the right kind. I find it's best if you just listen to instrumental type things primarily, or ambient noise type music. The exception to this is if it's a song or album that I've heard like 1,000 times, in which case I'm not actually listening to it and it becomes just purely background noise. Otherwise, if it's songs that are relatively new or a playlist that is jumping all over the place, every time the song changes or I hear some of the words, it's going to pull me out of the writing experience. I'm going to lose my flow. I'm going to lose track of where my thoughts are. So to get around that, I just suggest not using music with words. Ambient noises are great because they can really immerse you in the setting and the scene that you're trying to make, so that you can close your eyes and fully imagine yourself in your character's shoes and think about what they would do in this situation and how they're going to react to various things. It can also give you ideas for sensory details to include in your writing. Two examples that I've done this with is a factory where it is just these industrial noises like machines buzzing and whirring and the clanking of metal on wood and hammering and that sort of thing. And the other was a casino with just like a low-level murmur of conversation and a jackpot like winning machines like bring, 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 which is honestly kind of annoying and overwhelming. But that's the point, because that is what the character is going through. So that's the head state that they're going to be going through when they're pro-tagging along and doing their thing. There's pretty much ambient noise playlists or videos. Just go on YouTube for any scenario really that you can think of. So just go on there, search around, find something, try it out, see if you like it. This is also useful if you want to immerse yourself in somewhere that you haven't actually been. So I could say Paris coffee shop, ambient noise. And then I'm going to get those noises. I can kind of imagine the experience and pull details from it, even if I haven't actually been there and I don't have the real life memories and experiences to pull upon. Aside from that, I really like classical kind of piano or violin, very like dark academia type vibes. There's this one video I really like. It is called Playing Chess with Your Best Friend's Ghost in the Candlelight, or something like that. So that's just kind of the imagery I like to listen to a lot of the time. Otherwise, just very like chill, instrumental, lo-fi kind of beats, that sort of thing. Blue Turtle is another really awesome channel that has kind of like fantasy, lo-fi, chill music with really cool animations and stuff like that. So go check them out. I do also really enjoy a Naruto trap remix. It's like a 45-minute long mix of instrumentals from the show mixed in with like snares and drum beats and that kind of thing. And it's just really, really cool. And I really kind of only listen to it when I'm working or trying to be productive. So it like trained my brain also that when I hear this, that means, okay, it's time to work. And it's just a really cool thing to listen to. And if you want to learn about prologues and whether you should include them in your novel or not, you can check out this video here.